My kids know not to trust me. That much determined well. However it went. You try to hump on me, you try to hump on him. Why them boys know shit no. They do. Why? As far as the kids go, I can't say the same. I really think it ain't the same. I can't say the same. They girl knows, they know, they know, and I don't the hard for me, and that makes me mad because he did the same shit as Petty dumbass. Petty fucked out some shit. I don't, I'm not, it's not known me. So, you know, sweetheart, very fair. I don't have a surprise. I'm straight. Just ask me. You get that shit thing on me.
Okay.
No nice way to tell the game, no easy way. So I hope you got to hard. When I asked you if you had eaten it, you said yeah, then you went right out to the store and got it.
Okay. Added 3. I hear you. I went out and I found $3 last night, and that was my way of actually getting, because I wanted to stop by last night to see at the 99-cent store. But there was okay.
She woke me up with that crack shit.
Yep.
Okay. Yes.
3, 2, 1. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Hey, welcome to the Ktng Morning Show. Alrighty. And as always, you know, we start our day with a prayer, as we do in every show. Go for it. Thank God for our first birth in the morning. We also thank Him for the talent and courage that He instills in us all. So that way we may see it in opportunities as He presents them to us. So that way we're successful. And also, you know, to protect those that can't protect themselves, as well as to have compassion for our enemies, even to the point of annoyance. And therefore, also to give blessings on the rest that you do get at night, so that way you may rise in the morning to do a better job than what you did yesterday, even if you have training wheels. Okay. Anyway, this is the Ktng Morning Show, so welcome and good morning, everybody. Hot mic, as I jumped in. And South Pasadena and East LA. Cause y'all bring it up the ass and load the ground. That's how y'all be bound. KTNG is the morning show is brought to you in part by the Latino Chamber of Commerce, the authentic one, not the one where the yellow tail with the stripe of the yellow is down the back of El Chato Moro. So, needless to say, we're gonna make sure that we have ourselves a fun day on impractical matters. Okay, so let me tell you what happened last night. Okay, so we were down at Omar Bradley's house to see how his campaign was running, and quite frankly, it seems like a solid platform because it's about people. It's got some moderate successes on the things and the events that he's basically having. He's involving his neighbors, and they're putting together a good strategy and everything. So it seems like it's going to be a very interesting race. This stuff is going to kick off this Saturday. So if people do have a chance to actually get to Omar's house, find out what he's doing, find out what his platform is, and by all means, look at the candidates as best as you can, possibly can, and make sure that you at least, get out and vote, because the majority of voters that are out there are mostly women. Which means, guys, you guys are not voting. You're just sitting on your asses and you're waiting for somebody to do something for you. Well, that's pedagogic, all right? And being in that particular sense and so forth, there's also a way for ex-felons to actually vote now. So if you're not on probation, and you're not on parole, you're not on probation or parole, or either one of those and so forth, you can actually, register to vote and then participate in the practical matters of democracy. That's what democracy is supposed to be. Both sides weigh out each other's differences, and therefore we come to some sort of conclusive agreement. Okay, but when it becomes one-sided, it becomes tyrannical. Or we see the tyrannical natures of our politics in this country as we see it today. Now, a lot of the friends and people that I associate with and whatnot happen to be immigrants, Mexicans, Chinese, Japanese, all sorts of ramifications, that sort of thing. It's all about, and it doesn't matter what kind of gender that I run into from time to time, but it does matter if you're an actual human being, flesh and blood, that sort of thing. Okay, not because anybody can have space between two ears and call it a brain. Okay, even me. So let's get on to our first set of stories here and let you know what the hell's going on in this world. Okay. Alrighty, so let's look at our stories here. Just a real quick reminder that there were candidate forums for the past 2 days. And amazingly enough, we've had a few candidates come in and looking for support and so forth. So let me break down the law for you guys, all right? It is stated by law that no 501c3 entity or nonprofit can support a candidate because it's against the law. It means that you will wind up losing your charter existence. So therefore, there has to be a biased consensus. Now, having gone to public counsel in that meeting, they said this last year. They also sent the blueprint for it out last year. And nonprofits that don't understand or know this should contact public counsel to actually sit there and say, look, we didn't know. How do we get involved with the process? You have to file a 504C. You have to file a 50, I think it's a 504. You have to file a 504 in that sense in order to have some sort of lobbying interest or support issues for a particular candidate. But see, that can be lopsided because everybody can come to you and say, well, I need your support. I need a Latino vote. I need a black vote. I need a white vote. I need this particular vote and so forth. So please, 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 please don't come to the chamber and ask for support. We've already had one knucklehead, let's put it this way. The attorney is handling the problem. All right. So I can't speak on it as much as I would like to. But I have to wait until after the court proceedings and how the trial is going to go through in order for that to happen. Okay. Now, later on in my day and so forth, I got a whole bunch of domestics and everything, and therefore I'm going to be in work mode, a lot of work mode. So therefore, if you're doing your domestics and so forth, get a team together to do it. If you're doing it by yourself, then tell the team to leave. Okay. Leave, fight, follow, or get the hell out of my way. One or the other. All right. So if anything, let's cycle. Interesting. Mexican lawmaker climbed the border wall to prove a point to Cheeseburger. Or I call your intrepid leader Cheeseburger. Cremungers, are basically expecting Mexico to pay the wall. Don't you know that if Mexico put a boycott on American slave labor, about a third of the United States product and produce that they get today? And guess who would be mostly Indiana, Texas, and California? Ding! Promise of his presidential campaign with existing funds and resources. Okay, now you know that the language now is shifting. It's like completely pissed off. All right, it's like taking but anyway, it seems that in many cases, for every function of ICE, immigration, homeland security, and the law consistently is rather impractical. okay, out Clarence Thomas. All right. So he had to jump on everybody. He had to jump on Cheeseburger. He had to jump on Scully. He had to jump on everybody. Okay. He knew exactly where that was going to go. So in that sense, was Tay's decision I had to take was difficult. We had to turn the page. Appeared to show Hernandez being shot while lying on the ground surrounded by about a dozen agents. Ooh, a dozen. Dirty dozen. At that, members of Congress. Okay. Hernandez moved to San Diego from the central Mexican state of San Luis Potosi when he was a teenager and found work in construction. Okay. Hernandez was arrested by Border Patrol with his brother in the mountains east of San Diego, allegedly after entering the country illegally. He was taken to San Isidro. An autopsy found he had died of a heart attack with a heart condition and listed as contributing factors. The autopsy said Hernandez was a victim. That's the basis of your case. This has been going on in this country for because no transparency. There's no transparency of the type of what will happen, okay, is that we will have an oversight. Dick Gregory, he can basically exclude you on everything else. But Murray hasn't responded to an email seeking comment. Of course, he doesn't want to spend. He doesn't want to have the gall, the mitigated gall. Middlebury College students turned their backs as he started to speak Thursday and chanted, "Who is the enemy? White guys." We don't think that they deserve a platform because they are literally hate speech. Even though it is within the Constitution of having freedom of speech, there are places where you can actually do that in and you won't get booed at or show or shunned and so forth. My question is this: what idiot? It is. Wait a minute. What's that? Oh, there we go. Had a right to invite Murray, and a sponsorship doesn't mean a department endorses a speaker if you appoint. Middlebury President Lori Patton, who said she attended in response to requests from a student and community members, called Murray's work deeply controversial. She and her attendance was not an endorsement of Murray's research and writings, adding she, quote-unquote, profoundly disagrees with many of Mr. Murray's views. Tails is where they're preaching from. Okay? And I am your host of the day. Well, pretty much the host of the whole week, really. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, and you're listening and watching Ktng 860 AM or ktng.com and .org morning show. So, in a sense, Middlebury College and a sponsorship that the event was reviews heard, but ultimately no longer continue as designed. College spokesman Bill Berger, history of cheese, relish. Boy, we paying a lot of taxes by April 15th, ain't we? If this is what we're paying taxes for, then I would suggest you start looking for a lot of deductions. Oh, and by the way, they are going to change the way taxes are being done. And they're going to change a lot of the tax codes. And still, we have not seen Cheeseburger's tax reports either, which means he doesn't have them. Okay? Get it through your heads, people. He's not going to show you these things, all right? So, let's see. Where's this? Oh, yeah. And Wolf has taken a personal role in advocating against the legislation, holding events with activists, doctors, and women who have had late-term abortions that will be restricted if the law becomes, if the bill becomes law. Now, if the bill does become law, that means there's going to be a lot of angry people out there. And subsequently, that means one thing. If you're going to protest, find sponsorship that will pay you to protest. Okay? It doesn't hurt to get out there and get paid $5 an hour to stand out there with a sign. I've seen people do it all the time. Like, come to the pizza shop, come to the chicken shack, come to the library, that sort of thing. Now, we've got to keep politics out of the doctor's office. Come on. Again. She's the left. French. If you are not into politics, politics will get into you. Okay? And usually without Vaseline. Alright? In addition to restricting women's health care choices, Wolf thinks that the bill goes against the state's values. Okay. So, let's break down what the state values are. People surrounding you or in your neighborhood and so forth, that is part of the state. When the people become a neighborhood and the neighborhood becomes a community, that is the state. When the community involves its chamber members, its district leaders, and its mayor. And the mayor invokes the government. It becomes state. So from the small end of it, don't think that you don't have a say-so in affairs, matters and affairs of the government and the state for your body. You do have a choice to speak up. If not, please redirect your energy someplace else and make it productive. Alrighty? Almost 20 states. Okay? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Making sure that women continue to have the right to make their own decisions, I think, is a right to where to start their business or family. Pennsylvania has got to show that it's open to them. If that's the best care for their patients, and you're blindfolded with a scalpel. Know how to do, she says. If a woman is asking me to have a procedure, and that's the right in Pennsylvania. Meanwhile, while that's all happening, use that, my revolutionary friends and family, use that time to enact an escape plan from, because he's in the railroaded. You'll see why. Okay? Pulled over. Yeah. How did they know she was there? Let's thank the NSA for that, because and our phones. Doesn't matter how well you try to hide it. So there it is. Okay, my favorite faves. Okay. Let's see. All the way in London, all the way in the UK, Heidi Gardner, Kat, Wayne Hambling, good morning. In Japan, Yuka Masuda Taniguchi, Toshiro, Azuma, Domo Domo Domo, Ike, and let's see. Oh, Jen Hibbert, good morning. Jorge Fresco, good morning. Maybelline Lucero, good morning. Let's see. Carter Nulon, good morning. $4.99 $5 per beat. What are you using? Fruity Loops? Gregory Mason, good morning. Kenny King, good morning. My brother from another mother, Tom Bacon, the man synonymous with pork. Good morning. Let's see. Sir Walt, good morning. Man Who Remembers show. Got a concert series coming up at 12 noon, so you guys listen to that. Real good stuff. Derek Cardillo, good morning. My evil twin brother. Also, let's see. Glenn Covington, good morning. Sergio Martins, good morning. Marcus Jones, good morning. Tana Mason, good morning. Roxanne Shante, you are live and you are now all over the stream here. But I like your niggalations, though. That's funny stuff. Skyski Rio, good morning. Hi, Tina Hightower, good morning. Let's see. My people in, I know I'm going to butcher this, Tajikistan. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but Tajikistan, good morning. I know I'm by putting on some Persian music today, so it's kind of good. It's kind of groovy. It's kind of groovy music. I know you're back in Los Angeles and so forth, but I'm sorry I cannot go out and perform on stage. I haven't done so in quite some time, and quite frankly, I'm already embarrassing myself as it is. I have to do that. Juan Garcia Brethren, good morning. It's one of my one of a good people who basically has come to this country and has made his life 100%. All right, that's what I like. That if you turn shit to sugar, you can turn lemons to lemonade. Nothing is impossible. Only the people that make it impossible for themselves to do it. And that I see, and I hear it all day when I'm sitting in the chamber. Okay. Let's see. My people, America. Good morning, Jamaica. Good morning. Oh yeah, I'm gonna throw this one on and marinate on that real quick. All right. Cool. All right, my peoples. I will see you guys on Monday. It's long. Okay. And this is the kind of craziness that you'll hear only Ktng 860 AM. Right? So, love, peace, and chicken grease. I know I accidentally clicked off on Facebook for that, but at least I can say this much. Oh, and I'm going to try and do a live feed for my niece's birthday, Jaquana Mason, and little Lord Mir. Tomorrow is her birthday, and there's a lot of birthdays going on, so at least we're gonna have some fun with that. In the meantime, I leave you guys with welcome to the Terror Dome. We are now past the first